Hi, we're Justin and Cara from Duke Jump Jive.
Today, or this evening as it is for us, we're going to show you how to do the ultimate 1940s novelty dance. Think the Macarena of the 1940s. Before we get to that, we're just going to tell you a quick something about what we're wearing, in the expectation that you might be interested. So if you're not, then I apologize. We are both wearing original CC41, and that means CC41 was the austerity label that was used during the war. It meant that every aspect of the clothing was regulated, from the fabric that was used to the way the pattern was cut, so not too many pleats, not too many pockets, to even the amount of stitching that would have been used on it. So that's what we're wearing. And now let's get to the dancing. There were many novelty dances at the time, just like there are today, although I've blocked out most of the ones that have come in recent years. One of the earlier ones was the conga in 1936, 7, around then. We're not going to show you the conga today. Partly we think you probably know it, and also two people don't make a conga line, so we're going to skip that one. The one we're going to do for you is the Lambeth Walk, and what's great about the Lambeth Walk is it's really quite easy. I think you can do it if you're drunk, and also it's British. So it was written in the 30s for a musical in the theatre, and the sheet music had the steps on it, so anyone could learn the steps, and this became a huge dance craze, and even the Americans figured out about that eventually, and everybody did it, even King George and the Queen joined in. So let's start. It's a dance that's done in pairs, so I think even in this lockdown situation, hopefully there is at least two of you in your home, and it's also something I think that could be done in a very socially distanced way. So if you want to get all of your neighbours to watch this tutorial, then you could all march up and down your street, and you wouldn't have to be anywhere near each other, and it would be rather lovely. So we start off standing side by side in our pairs. I think the female was traditionally on the outside, although it makes no difference at all really. And what we have to remember is this is a London dance, a good Cockney London dance, so it's all about the attitude of this. So Justin's going to hold on to his braces there.
Oh, somewhere.
They're hidden.
Okay.
You don't take everything off. The original step sheet, funnily enough, it shows people that they seem to have two elbows almost. They're almost like monkey arms. And it says swing in your arms. But as I say, I feel that's slightly monkeyish, personally. It's a little bit, over the top. Yeah, we're a bit more low-key. So we're going to I'm just going to hold on to my jacket here. So the first step, I think you'll all be able to manage it, is good question. Walking, yes, that's it. I forgot the road, it was so simple. And we're going to take 8 steps, and we're going to start on our right foot, but you know, if you're not on your right foot, don't panic, it's all good. So normally we'd be doing this in lines or in large circles around a space, but you're probably in your living room, we're in a very small space. So instead of taking 8 steps, we're going to do 4 steps forward, 4 steps back, so that we're kept in this small area. So it's quite simple. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The good news is you're a quarter of the way to having learned the Lambeth Walk. How good is that? So we've taken 4 steps forward, we've taken 4 steps back. Now you can take 4 steps forward like this, or you can take 4 steps forwards like this. I think you really need to go big on this.
Put shoulders into it.
Shoulders, yeah, shoulders. So we'll take 4 steps forward, 4 steps back. Then what we're going to do is we're going to turn to face our beautiful partners. And we're going to link arms. And we're going to take
Right.
three
Yeah.
right arms. And we're going to take 3 steps around. 2, 3. See how we've swapped places now. Now we're going to swap arms super quick. And we're going to take those steps back the other way. 1, 2, 3. Justin's going to swivel back. And there we are.
Halfway through.
Halfway through the Lambeth Walk. So, just once more very quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Music. Music. Is my phone working? Yes.
Positions.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Again. Oh, not again. The end. So, we're halfway through the Lambeth Walk. Okay, second half of the Lambeth Walk. And this is the bit where we're really going to get into the party atmosphere now. And we're going to start making a bit of noise. And you want to make sure your next door neighbours can hear you. And you really want to hear them shouting, hey, what are you doing in there? You want them banging on the walls. And the banging, they can hopefully do it in time with the music. It will be really nice.
Good.
So we're going to change it up a level of difficulty. I think,
Yeah.
yes, still not too difficult. Don't panic, don't switch off.
No.
So we're going to start just like we did at the beginning. So still have my good arms, yeah. And we're going to go just like at the beginning, right, left, and then we're going to add a couple more extra steps. So we're going to go right, left, right, and then we're going to do it again. Left, right, left, right, left. So this is the bit where you make a lot of noise, so you can get really thumpy about it. Some real tantrum sort of level of aggression here.
Test my flooring.
Test the flooring. Right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Now, if you're starting on the wrong leg here, really don't panic about it. Just do it on any leg. Or if you only take 2 steps instead of 3, I said, don't worry about it. So the main thing is that you're having fun. It's a party dance. You know, if a drunk man at the party was doing it on the wrong leg, you really wouldn't tell him that, would you? That would not be a conversation we'd be having. You just let him get on with it on whichever leg he wanted to do it. So that's the attitude we're going to take to it here. So, should we do that bit again and then lead to the next bit? So, starting on the right, if you feel so inclined, it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And then this is the part now where we part ways with our partners. It's late in the night, we've had enough of them, we're moving on. So we're going to take 2 little circles away from each other, and it's just going to be 4 steps in a little circle. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to finish. We're going to put our hands down on our thighs, and as if we're sitting down in a chair perhaps. And we're ready for the last and best bit of this routine, the most exciting section. And that's the bit where we're going to drum out the lyrics of the song, doing the Lambeth Walk on our thighs. So, doing the Lambeth Walk. Yes. You could just hit your thighs to do that, or if you're like an advanced patakaker, you could do some sort of movement there.
As long as you quarantine that person.
As long as you are quarantined with that person, that your hands are sanitised. Public service announcements. Or you could hit your arms, your sides. It's all good. Just hitting out those words. doing the Lambeth Walk, and then the best bit. We go, oi! You didn't even say oi.
Sorry.
You would Justin's very quiet. Listen, we're going to do a really good oi now. Should we do that?
Yeah.
Doing the Lambeth Walk.
Oi!
So that oi needs to be the very best oi that you can find. It's the moment where you imagine yourself as Bert the chimney sweep or Danny Dyer, whichever Cockney icon.
Go full Cockney.
Full Cockney, yeah. Just imagine yourself to be that person and shout oi at the top of your voice. And if you're a young person watching this with your parents, I'm giving you permission to shout oi incredibly loudly and with quite a bit of attitude.
It's part of the song.
It's part of the song. So I like to do it slightly aggressively. I think it just comes out of me naturally. It's who I am. I sort of do it as if somebody's just stolen my bike and they're going off down the street on it. So if I look a little angry when I do it, that is why. It's just my nature. Justin will probably look somewhat sweeter about it. He's not getting his bike back. So we'll just step through the whole thing once and then we'll do it with music.
The second half.
Second half, yes, right. Yes, okay.
Right foot forward.
Right foot forward. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Step round for 4. Doing the Lambeth Walk. Oi! Music.
Music.
What was I doing? With words?
Yes.
With words, sure. Doing the Lambeth Walk. Oi! I went really thumpy there. Did you see that?
That was good,
I
yeah.
just thought I'd
You
go
tested
for
that floor for me, thank you.
Okay. So, we have now shown you all of the steps of the Lambeth Walk, if you're still watching. If you're still watching, thank you. And we're now going to just go through the whole thing. Yes, from the beginning.
Yep.
And so if you remember from the beginning, it was just 8 normal steps. We were doing the linked arm both ways. And then we went into the sequence we just did with the little triple step in there. Really out of tune. That was bad. I'm not a singer.
And it's just repeat again, isn't it?
Yes, and then you just do it again and again until somebody offers you a drink and gets you off that dance floor. Or you can use it in a circular fashion to circle away from that table and to go and sit with somebody else. It's very flexible in that way. So
Go through it a couple of times, music.
We'll put the full track on now if you want to go through that. So thank you for watching. And we are Cara and Justin of Jeep Jump Jive. And this is the first time we've ever recorded a tutorial, a step through. So hopefully it wasn't horrendous. Thank you for watching. Ooh.
doing the Lambeth Walk. Oi! Every little Lambeth gal with her little Lambeth bell, you'll find them all doing the Lambeth Walk. Oi! Everything's free and easy. Do as you darn well pleasing. Why don't you make your way there? Go there, stay there. Once you get down